These standards, I believe everyone should have for themselves. The first one is how much of yourself will you be willing to change for other people? And no, the answer isn't nothing or everything, because changing yourself isn't a bad thing. It's more about why you're changing. Listen to how Vanessa has really suppressed herself in the past.
Know like how important it is to like speak up and like honor yourself. Because of the times that I didn't. It doesn't make it any easier, like it's still like...
It's not a surprise, your close friends change you. They can very much turn you inward and be very afraid, or they can make you very open, free, honest. You not only have a choice of who these friends can be, but also how much you let them influence you. And as a result, you can actually feel more confident about exercising your personality against societal pressures, kind of like this example here on fashion.
Is Dua Lipa the new queen of this pantsuit look? She rocks this all the time.
She looks incredible. She forgot a top though.
I know this is kind of like a slight dig, but this is also about values, what you think is okay and not. If you want to see more stuff like this, subscribe. The next one is what you're willing to get angry over. Yeah, let me know, what do you think is something that's worth getting angry over? Listen to her story here on a fan's mom.
I met her and I was like, honestly, I'm about to miss my plane, I gotta go. She's like, come on, you owe me this. And I was like, what? And she's like, I need this picture for my daughter. And I was like, I have to go. And she's like, you're a bitch.
This kind of thing probably won't happen to us, but we will all face really frustrating situations in our lives. But what we can control is, do we want to stay angry at that situation? Because to be honest, sometimes it's very exhausting and stressful to stay angry at something, and it is just not worth it sometimes. So, set standards over what is worth getting angry over and kind of give yourself a break. Next is the standard of what you give your time to. See how Vanessa talks about the yeses and the nos.
Saying yes can like definitely be a wonderful thing, but I think it's what you say no to that shapes your character.
That's great advice. I really.
Sometimes saying yeses is just so much easier because that's exactly what the other people want to hear from you. But every time that you're saying no, you're saying, I'm going to save my time for a better opportunity. More isn't better. Quality and fit is better. Here's an example of what she chose to reserve her time for.
Sometimes doing nothing isn't what your soul needs, and sometimes you gotta soak up more things or go on adventures. That's been my biggest thing recently, whenever I have time off.
And the truth is, sometimes being a little selfish actually helps everyone. I talk about this in a different video. The last one is the standard of how much happiness do you want to invest in the future. I know this sounds kind of weird because we all want to enjoy the present, but if you want to enjoy more than just this year, then you must have a standard of how you want to invest. An example is like a vision board, like this.
I don't really make New Year's resolutions. I make vision boards.
It's in my bedroom above my bed, so I wake up to it.
Like you put it up there, you see it every day.
Think of this as kind of like intentionally planning your bucket list. Dude, I don't know if people even use that anymore. But the reason that this is considered a standard is because when you choose to do something, you're also saying no to something else, kind of like what I talked about in the previous point. Don't just take good opportunities, plan for the best opportunities. But if you're feeling guilty and somehow suppressing yourself to not allowing yourself to do this, this is what happens.
Like honor all of yourself, because if you're not, then you're suppressing yourself, and then it's gonna seem okay for someone else to suppress you because you're doing it to yourself.
Yes.
So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you in my next video. Somewhere these ones you will click.